Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to start. How's the sound? Can you hear me okay? Hello, 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 hello. Tell me it's okay. Okay, cool. All right. So what I'm going to do here, yeah, just while I'm waiting, is I'm going to play Hangman. Pick a letter, Iona. Sorry, people are messaging me now. I'm closing down the WhatsApp. And I'm turning off the football. Okay, pick a letter. Okay, let's go for A for anarchy. Nice. Nature. So the subject is nature. Should we go for a vowel? We've got 5 balloons left. I should do this better, like interactively, but at the moment I'm just doing it through chat. So pick a letter, Iona. E. No, I did. I went for E already. There's no E here. L. L for love. It's Valentine's Day on Wednesday, right? Next week I'm going to do, the theme is going to be love and probably some hate as well. Ooh. I think I know what the word is. Should we go for a W? Oh man. Hang on. Oh. Nature. What do you reckon? There's a 20 I think there's a 20-second lag actually. Let me just time it. I don't know how long the lag is. Did you get your coffee? Okay, I'm going to raise my hand now. Hello. And see how long it takes. An R. Ah, okay. Was it good? Was it as good as you expected for a 15-minute wait? Did I raise my hand yet? Sorry, I forgot. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm going to raise my hand again. Woo! And hang on, one more time. Woo! And then start it again. I think the word might be rainfall, yeah? Done it. Oh shit, I forgot the time. Adverts because I'm not paying, I'm a cheapskate. Return to game. Opposites. Okay, I don't think it's that bad. Alright, let me do this properly one more time. Okay, I'm raising my hand. Press start. Let's see what happens. Ah, okay, it's 3 or 4 seconds. There's a latency thing on it sometimes, and I was doing it wrong. and it was like 20-second delay, you know, between what I'm saying and what's coming up on YouTube, and it was like really, really difficult to get things working like that. All right, go for N. N for nothing. N for nothing. Hey, look, we can do some hearts. Very good. All right, N. I'm going to go for an E. I'm going to go for vowels. E opposites. What do you reckon? We did N. U for Uruguay. Okay, I'm going to go for an A. E is the most common, yeah. Something and something opposites. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, as Michael Jackson said. Let's go for an R. Ooh! L. Nada. Nothing, sorry. We got 3 balloons left, man. And there's a kind of a trawl or something at the bottom there, okay? Alright, let's go for an S. Ooh. I'm feeling a T. L. No, we did L. D for Dublin. I'm really kind of rubbish at these, yeah? What could this be? B for... Okay, we got 2 left. Let's go for an O. I feel like an O. Yeah. Something and something. Opposites. The second word is weird. Nanny. Hello, Nanny. Elena. Hello. Thank you for coming. P. Roofed? Droofed? Croofed? I don't know what the second word is. T. You feeling the T? Straightened. No. I. G. Hey. Straight and narrowed, I would say. Anybody else? Any clues? Any ideas? Straight and narrow is the typical one, yeah? Straight and narrow, straight and... This is an American website, okay? So, like, sometimes they use American words that I've never heard of. Like, they'll use brands, and it'll be like Fat Terry's hot dogs, and it's something I've never heard of in my life, you know what I mean? So this is often a problem. All right, Iona Spidey said, straight and crooked, all right, yeah. All right, good. Good. Bravo. Brava. Sorry, there's a message here. Alright. Americans having stress. Okay, good. We're going to do one more, alright? Adverts, because like I said, I'm tight-fisted and I refuse. I don't know, I think you can, yeah, you have to pay. But do one more though, yeah? Eat and drink. Whiskey! No. Okay, good. Nanny, what do you reckon? Who is Nanny, by the way? I don't know who you are. Maru? I'm not sure. Anyone? Sorry if I keep changing because I'm looking at 2 screens. I can see the screen over here, but I'm looking at the other one here. So, like that, yeah? Alright, let's go for A. Nice. Anybody else? Give me some letters, people. Don't be shy. El Clasico. Madrid won the football match last night. They played really, really well. You're going for E all the time, though, aren't you? Yeah, so it's the most popular letter. It's the most popular vowel in the English language, I heard recently. Eat and drink. M. M says Mark. Nah. Nah. Can you hear me okay? It sounds good. I can't use my headphones on the PC for some reason, you know, and I've tried everything. So I have to use my like kind of earbud things, and then I have to turn everything off. It's very strange. I have to turn off all the Bluetooth on all my other devices, you know. Modern problems there for you, you know. Let's go for a D. I always feel like a D. Ah, nice. I like it. Maybe an L. No. Okay, cool. I had a shave just before, yeah, and of course I cut myself, so I was bleeding all the way down my face. It wasn't my cat. My cat is sleeping at the moment. She was running around, but yeah. Okay, so give me another letter. Who else is here? I'm seeing Elena. Anybody? Mark, give me a letter, man. F for Friday. J for Jesus, of course. Guys, you're useless. There's two balloons left. Don't let me get eaten. Sorry, I'm not going to sing. That's one thing I promised myself. I'm not going to sing. Let's go for an O. Ooh. I got to stop doing that. W. And now, guys, we're down to the last one. Choose wisely. J is done. S marks as S. S, okay, let's go for S. Yeah. Coriander. K was wrong as well, yeah. Should we go for another quick one, alright? Really quickly. Duck. Okay, fashion. Now. On Thursday, I was teaching at El Corte Inglés, a big department store in Spain, and all my students were laughing at me because I gave them my WhatsApp phone number, and on the picture, you know, in my WhatsApp, they were laughing at my fashion sense, basically. That's all I'll say about it, and it really upset me. So, give us another one. Nanny, pick a letter. Exactly. I was being ridiculed by a personal shopper, you know, and it was a horrible experience. Yeah. It was. I went home and cried. Okay, good. M for monster, and that's a 0. Okay, good. Mark, tell me. Sorry, I'm getting text messages here. I don't understand that. What? Okay. Huh? All right. I don't know what that is. M. No, come on. Another one. Iona. I don't know why I'm shouting, but anyway, there you go. Okay, we're going to go for K. Fashion, everybody. I feel like an E. It's going to be an E. D. Ooh, An E, yeah, an E and a D. I think fashion. Fashion, darling. It's fashion, darling. T. T for trouble. Capital T for trouble. No, nothing. Anyone else? Trend. Trendy. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Okay, I feel like a H. Ooh, H. Hand. I. It must be hand, surely. No. I know, yeah. The youth of today. Give me an O. Ooh, plural. Save the day, man. Save the day. Save the day. All right. How are we doing? All right. What I want to do now is I want to use some of Merriam-Webster. Listen, today, here's a good expression. Teething problems. Yeah, teething problems is like when a little baby is born and their teeth are starting to grow, and it hurts and everything. But like we often talk about when we're doing something new, there's always problems. So I am expecting teething problems today because it's it's the first time kind of doing this stuff. And so we say like usually with a project or something, there's usually teething problems at the beginning. So I'm expecting that. No, all right, where are we at? Let's go. Sorry, you see, I haven't really been able to learn the how to transition stuff yet as well. I would say with the OBS, the software I'm using, I'm like kind of like an A2 level, but I'm learning. So we're going to go for the word of the day. And I think, well, actually, it's the word of yesterday, and I think it's a really good word. Okay, good. Um, callous, callous.
Callous.
Can you hear that when I use it? Can you hear the audio?
Callous.
Callous. All right. Someone or something described as callous does not feel or show any concern about problems or suffering of other people. Several employees cringed at the callous remark their supervisor made about the team's performance. So really, like to be callous is to be quite cold, I think, like to be quite, not have empathy, with people. I remember listening to this thing, I think it was in Birmingham or somewhere, but like there was a factory and they were closing the factory and they fired everybody by text message. Yeah. And that was really, really cold. It was really callous to do that. They're going to fire people to make people redundant, really, rather than fire, to make them redundant or to lay them off. It's to be quite callous. You can see here the tragedy of AI is not that it stands to replace good journalists, but it takes every gross, callous move made by management to degrade the production of content and promises to accelerate it. Says Brian somebody. I don't know, a very callous name there anyway. And it's quite interesting here because we have callous and if you're working with your hands, you get calluses in your hand, like if you're, I don't know, farmers or something, physical labor, yeah, you're working with your hands. And it's a hard, thickened area of skin that develops usually from friction or irritation. But also, like people playing the guitar, like it kind of, they get really hard skin. It's like calluses, yeah? So it's no surprise that the adjective callous, in addition to describing skin that is hard and thick, can also be a synonym for harsh or insensitive. Both callous and callous come via Middle English via Latin. But indeed, from what I saw, all those buccaneers were as callous as the sea they sailed on. I think that's quite interesting. It's quite nice, this Merriam-Webster. It's American English, it's an American website, but they do these really nice word of the day things, yeah. No, Callous. Callus. So there is the same pronunciation though, isn't it? Callus. I have calluses on my hand from working in the garden all day. And my cat is a very callous cat. Alright. What I like to do here as well, it's like I had this idea today to do like food. And there's a reason, because I wanted to play a game. It was a zombie game, and zombies enjoy brains, as we know. And I wanted to do something because it's about Korea. Oh no, hang on, are we doing this first? No, we'll do the food first. Okay, sorry. So I need to find this one. They do really good quizzes here, and it's a food quiz. And it's called... I'll find it in a second. Hang on. What's on the menu? Or name that dessert. Okay, maybe it's what's on the menu. Sink your teeth into these questions. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the timer. Start the question. Now, what I would like to do here is try to work out that you can get a poll. Yeah, because there are ways you can get, I can put a poll up on YouTube and people can vote for what they think is the right answer. But I haven't been able to do that yet. So, that will come, you know, because early days, you know. So let's have a look at the first question. Noodles prepared al dente should have what quality? Iona, what do you reckon? Mark, what do you reckon? Helena, give me your answer. Let's say A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, D. Chewy, says Iona. Nanny, what do you think? You know, chewy isn't a option. The options are cold, dry, firm, or stretchy. Stretchy, to stretch. Nanny, firm, yeah? Oh, can you hear me? Sorry, did I just turn something off? You can't read it. Okay, hang on. Cold, dry, firm, or stretchy. Nanny says firm, Mark says firm. Mark's a bit of a chef, so like I know that. And Iona, you said chewy, so what's that like? What are you going for, stretchy? Stretchy? Stretch Armstrong? Can everybody see the screen? For me, it looks okay. Firm, alright, we're going to go for firm. That seems to be the one, alright? Let's have a look. Alright. Firm. Yes, al dente is Italiano. To the tooth. Dente, no? Requiring an extra bit of chomping part. Chomp, chomp, chomp to bite through. Good. Often served with sushi. Wasabi has a flavor similar to what? So like wasabi is a very strong flavor with sushi, isn't it? Yeah. So we have horseradish. We have, here's that word difficult for many people to pronounce. Worcester sauce, garlic, and mayonnaise. So it's a very strong flavor. Wasabi, yeah. So it's definitely not mayonnaise, is it? This is a bit tricky. I know the answer because I've done this test already, okay? So I know the answer. But what do you think? Mayo's way too bland, isn't it? Yeah, good. And wasabi is really strong. It's a really strong sauce, isn't it? Like, you know? It's a really strong flavor to it. A, horseradish is Nanny. Mark, what do you reckon? Anybody else? I can see there's more people here. Say hello, everybody. This is I'm completely nervous here, so be nice to me, okay? Garlic? Is garlic strong? I suppose. A. Everyone's going for wasabi. Nanny goes for wasabi. Horseradish. And she's right. Or he's right. They are right. True wasabi is made from a different plant than horseradish. They're similar flavors, and wasabi's relatively high price means some restaurants will use horseradish as a substitute. So be careful the next time you're in a sushi restaurant, and just make sure it's proper wasabi. And I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. Steak tartare is served in what way? Raw, from Spanish crudo, very well done, grilled over an open flame, or on the bone. And he's killing it. Steak tartare, raw, says Lou Ray. Hi, Lou Ray. All the way from California. Elena says A, raw. It is, I think we know that. I've never tried steak tartare. There's a place in Plaza Lucero, seemingly, that sells really good steak tartare. I've never had it. I'd be quite interested. I know because of my obsession with the Mongols, is that because the Mongols, when they were traveling, what they used to do was they would put raw meat under the saddle of their horses when they were riding during the day, you know? Because the Mongols were considered barbarians, but they didn't cook their meat. Because they were on the go, they were moving so fast, they would put the meat under the saddle of the horse all day, so they're riding. And I guess I would tenderize it, and they just ate it, and that's the Tartars, the Mongols, yeah? Steak tartare wasn't, oh my god, was not named to the Tartar nomads that lived in West Central Russia, but for the Tartar sauce that was really sorry. I don't believe that. That's wrong. Definitely wrong. Okay, a technique for frying food. Quickly over a high heat, sauté. I would just like to try it. We're going to talk about this in a minute, about trying new foods, to be adventurous, you know. I'm not really adventurous with my food, to be honest with you. To sauté is French for walk, sleep, cry, or jump. Yeah, I really want to try it. And they say in Luceros, there's a place that's supposed to be really good. So I know when I touch my earbuds, it creates noise. To sauté. I don't speak French. I would say jump. Cry isn't an option, Lou. We've got walk, sleep, cry, or jump. Cry. The real S3. I don't know who you are. Jump, sleep. Sleep! Alright, everyone's giving me different options, including options that don't exist, like fry. Yeah, but fry isn't an option, Ray. It's walk, sleep, cry, or jump. Ah, okay, Bartog, all the way from Holland. Nice. Okay, let's go for what? Bartog, it's your choice. Come on. Welcome. Jump. All right. Experienced chefs who saute briefly, toss the food, the contents of the pan into the air to mix them around. Nice. What animal is used to characterize food that is split almost entirely and spread out? So we've got the butterfly, we've got an eagle, we've got a bat, and we've got a flounder. A flounder is a fish, I think, no? To spread out wide, yeah, to spread out. Anyone? What spreads out? An eagle spreads its wings. True. A bat spreads its wings. It's very true. A butterfly has large wings. A flounder is a flat fish, I think, isn't it? Like a very flat fish. Any ideas? Butterfly, says Bartok. All right. And you're right. Butterflying a chicken breast helps create a uniform thickness, helping cook it quicker and more evenly. Now, we've learned something today now. I could finish it there now and we'd all be happy, yeah? I'm going to butterfly some chicken. An egg that's been coddled has been prepared in what way? We've got 6. We've got 10 more questions. An egg that's been coddled has been chopped up, chop, cooked at a really high temperature. It's been beaten, or it's cooked in non-boiling water. How do you cook it in non-boiling water? Coddled. I have no idea. By the way, all of you guys, you're all the OGs. You are the first people here, yeah? In 12 months, you'll be able to say, I was there. I was there that first day, yeah? So thank you very much. Non-boiling water, says Luray, and that's not boiling, says Iona. Boiling, no, non-boiling water. I don't know how you cook something in non-boiling water. So it's non-boiling. It's not boiling. Extremely high temperature. He started with the Mongols and he finished with the Mongols. I got loads of Mongol stories, lads. All right, I'm gonna make a decision here. I'm gonna say coddled is beaten, and it was cooked in non-boiling water. There you go. Just as an extremely cautious parent might coddle, because we say this in Ireland, you have to coddle someone, mollycoddle a child, a coddled egg is cooked slowly and gently in water that's just below boiling. Trick question. Okay, French. Which of these ingredients is critical for the Canadian delicacy poutine? I don't know how to say it. Poutine, cheese curds, broccoli, tomatoes, or vinegar? Poutine. C, says Nanny. Tomatoes, yeah? All right. And it's cheese curds. Poutine is made of a bed of French fries covered with cheese curds and gravy. No one's quite sure where the word came from. Popular theories include that it's a relation of the English word pudding, dessert, or quebecois slang meaning a mess. Okay, we'll move on from that one. A staple of Indian cuisine. I don't know how to pronounce this, yeah? Ghee, I believe, is a clarified type of hot sauce, butter, sea salt, or rice. Anyone? Ghee is like a hot sauce. No, it's butter. No. Yeah, it's butter. It's kind of a yeah. All right. And amuse-bouche is traditionally served at what point during a fine dining experience? Amuse, I don't know how to pronounce this word. Boucher is traditionally served. I don't know. Any foodies? Cheese before a meal, in the middle of a meal, after dessert, or before dessert? Before, says Bartok. Yeah, Bartok's the chef, yeah? Nice. French for "it entertains the mouth" is a small complimentary treat served before the meal. Studies show they tend to increase the saliva. Nice. Okay, we're nearly finished. Pho, a noodle soup, is the unofficial national dish of what country? Brazil, Russia, Iran, or Vietnam? I think it's quite simple. It is... Anyone? Who is Health Services? Yeah, pho. You'll see some menus like that. Yeah. Okay, we're nearly there. 11. If you order a po' boy in New Orleans in the South, will you be eating salad, soup, cake, or a sandwich? I would like to have a po' boy. The race is a sandwich. Yeah. Okay. And she's correct. A shortening of poor boy. Poor boys are made from French bread stuffed with anything from roast beef to oysters. That sounds delicious. Okay. Bok choy is a Chinese variety of what vegetable? We got cabbage, carrot, asparagus, or broccoli. I don't know. Have a guess, anyone? Cabbage. Yeah? And she's correct. Bok choy translates to white vegetable. Nice. Okay, two more. The meat used in tacos al pastor is usually prepared in what way? Tacos, is it boiled, roasted on a spit? Roasted on a spit, flame broiled. Broiled is or smoked for 18 hours. I got no idea. Anyone? Elena, what do you think? Al pastor. Al pastor is like a shepherd. Yeah? Pastor. So it must be, I'd say roasted on a spit. Oh, in the style of shepherds. The dish was created by Lebanese immigrants in Mexico and originally featured lamb prepared on a split similar to shawarma or whatever. Okay, I think we're nearly there. A mainstay of Ethiopian cuisine, injera, is what type of food? All right, Ethiopia, East Africa, cheese, beef, potato, or bread? Injera. Bread, says Lou Ray. Yeah? I've got to close my mouth. My mouth's always open. Oh, it's a spongy bread made from fermented teff flour. Many dishes are served on top. Nice. Last one. If you order a Jeroboam, your waiter will bring out an extra large. Right, so I order a Jeroboam. The waiter will bring out an extra large bowl of ice cream, a pancake, a bottle of wine, or steak meat. I don't know. Wine? Anyone? Bottle of wine? Let's go for it. Nice. Named for a biblical king, a Jeroboam of wine was 3 liters of wine. 4 times as much. It's a lot of wine, 3 liters. Yeah, four. It's like 4 bottles of wine. All right, we did it. Oh, there's my email. We did pretty well there, I think. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to talk about. This is a vocabulary thing, okay? And I don't know. So again, I'm going to. What would be the expression? I'm going to like test the water because I know, like on YouTube, I can't sit here and just play music videos because they get copyrighted. I can play them to you now, but like say on the video, they'll be blanked out. Now this is from the BBC website, and I'd like to do a little video. I wasn't sure whether to just like kind of steal the content because I've downloaded the video and stuff, but I'm going to try and play it just to try and see what happens. And what they're talking about here is recently in Korea, they have they've prohibited the sale of dog meat. And this was kind of the idea I wanted to talk about for like unusual food, you know, because for me, I'm very conservative with food. I don't really want to eat crocodile or snakes or insects or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy with potatoes, basically. But you know, it's quite typical. It wasn't typical in Korea either when I lived there. You know, like it was a very kind of niche kind of thing. You know, it was like the grandparents would eat dogs, but you'd have restaurants that were like the speciality was dog food. You know, and which sounds kind of bad to a lot of people, but you know, I eat chickens and I eat cows. I don't really care, you know, if people eat. You know, I'm no one to judge someone, but it's kind of unusual, you know. But anyway, they've banned it in Korea, which is a really big thing because it's a very traditional food. But also, I just like to say that, like, when I was teaching there, I was teaching kids, you know, and the kids used to say to me, have you tried eating dog? And I would say to the kids, yeah, I love it. It's delicious. Yum, 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 yum. And the kids would freak out completely. Like, they'd be like, hey, you know, and I never tried dog. I don't think I did anyway when I was there, you know. But I'm just joking with them, you know. But I'd be like, oh, yeah, it's delicious. I love it. And the kids would all like be like, ah. And sometimes I'd be eating food and I'd be with Koreans, and I'd say, "This food is." They like, do you like the food? And I'd be like, "This is delicious. What is it?" And they'd be like, "Oh, it's dog," you know. And my face would kind of change because I didn't know what the food was, you know. But like then they'd all start laughing at me, ha 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 ha, because they were joking, you know. I think they were joking anyway. But I don't know. I never tried it. I never really wanted. I never really had much interest in trying to eat dog. But one thing is, like, they only eat one type of dog. They breed this dog. It's a kind of a grey dog, I think. It's quite fat. And I've been to a dog market, but I won't tell you about that because it's not very nice. But it's not like they eat every dog, you know. It's like there's only one type of dog that they eat. And people have said to me the food is very bland. It's not very it's not very tasty, you know. It's a very kind of bland food, but really it's kind of traditional food that maybe the grandparents would eat, you know, like at certain holidays or whatever like that. So what I want to try here is a video. There's some quite good vocabulary, I think, which is useful, and I want to see if YouTube will let me play this video and not kind of censor it. You know what I mean, for copyright and stuff like that. If they do, I'll just do something else the next time. So it's a few minutes, but let me show it to you. Here, all right. I'm going to turn it into full screen, and I'm going to play.
Dog meat banned in New South Korea.
Real essence. I've had zebra meat before in Hungary. Helena says goodbye. Bye, Helena. What was zebra meat like? I don't know. Horse. I've eaten horse. I've had horse meat in Valencia, and we were in the supermarket, and the woman in the supermarket was saying, "Yeah, you have to fry it with garlic and stuff." And it was okay, you know. I was with my friend, and we cooked it. We fried it. You fry it with garlic, and I ate it, and it was grand. It was fine. The food was fine, but all I could think of was like My Little Pony, and I just couldn't eat it. You know what I mean? I really like horses, you know, and I found that kind of difficult, really, to be honest with you. It tastes like a mix of pork and meat with zebra. Yeah, I've never eaten anything really strange. A horse would be the weirdest one, and I only had that once. You know, I've never had I don't know, crocodile or kangaroo or anything like that. You know. Anyway, let's watch this. It's only a few minutes, and I think it's quite interesting. There's some good vocabulary here.
And law. This is News Review from BBC Learning English, where we help you understand news headlines in English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Georgie. Make sure you watch to the end to learn the vocabulary you need to talk about this story.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can learn more English from news headlines. Now, the story.
South Korea has passed a law banning the killing and sale of dogs for their meat. Dog meat isn't as popular as it used to be in the country. Research shows that only 1 in 5 people are in favour of eating it. The new law comes into effect in 2027, which gives farmers and restaurant owners 3 years to adjust to the change.
You've been looking at the headlines, Georgie. What's the vocabulary people need to
Okay, so they've got like 3 years. Yeah, it's going to be illegal in 3 years. They've got 3 years to change their business, which is fair enough, I suppose. You know. So the woman here now is going to look at some headlines from the newspapers, and just looking at the vocabulary.
understand this story?
We have history in the making, off the menu, and overjoyed.
This is News Review from BBC Learning English. Let's have a look at our first headline.
This one's from LBC. It's history in the making. South Korea passes law banning centuries-old dog meat industry.
So this headline is about a new law in South Korea which bans an industry which has been around for centuries. But we are looking at the expression history in the making. Georgie, it contains the word history. It makes me think of things that happened a long time ago in the past. But this story is about now.
Right. So he's correct. Yeah, we think history. We think of Rome or the past, the Second World War, whatever like that. But history in the making is happening now. So it's something new. You know. Doing something for the first time, something that's happening. It's history in the making.
So what's happening?
Yes, so we use history in the making to describe big, important events that are likely to become history, or something significant that we're all going to remember in the future. So here, because the dog meat industry has been around for so long, for centuries, this new law is a big moment for the history books. It's history in the making. Are there any other ways we can describe this kind of big, important event, Neil?
Yes, so in news headlines, we often see words like historic or history making. How do we use them?
Yes, well, those words are both adjectives which have very similar meanings. So you can say the new law is history in the making, or the history making law, or even it's a historic law.
Okay, let's look at that again.
Okay, it's quite straightforward, but yeah, it's history in the making. I don't know. Changing the law or something different happens. It's history in the making. Going to the moon, people going to Mars. It would be history in the making.
Let's have our next headline.
This one's from Al Jazeera. South Korea takes dog meat off the menu.
In this headline, we are looking at the expression off the menu, and in this case, it's literal. This new law has come in, and it means that restaurants will have to take dog meat off their menu to remove it. Otherwise, they'll get in trouble with the law.
This is a good expression. If something is off the menu, obviously the literal meaning would be, we don't have any, I don't know, we don't have any steak. We've run out of something, so it's off the menu. It's not available tonight. But we use it a lot. For example, during COVID, when it was locked down, when we were all in lockdown. So if something is off the menu, it's not possible. You know what I mean? It's not an option. So during COVID, when we were all in lockdown, international travel was off the menu. We weren't allowed to travel anywhere like that. Yeah, it's going to rain tomorrow. So going to the beach is off the menu, and we use it like that, where it's not an option. It's a nice expression, I think.
Could even go to jail. But I think probably, Georgie, there's another meaning as well.
Yes, you're right. Here it's used literally. Dog meat won't be on the menu in restaurants. But we can also use off the menu in a metaphorical way to say that something is not an option. So Neil, this year my New Year's resolution is to save money. So buying a sports car is off the menu for me this year.
Ah, yes. Unless you win the lottery, then buying a sports car will be on the menu again. Let's have some more examples.
We don't really say that, though, do we? Like, it's on the menu. I suppose you might do, but generally it's like off the menu. I don't have much money, so going on holiday abroad this year is off the menu. It's more typical. But it's a very typical expression. It's a very usual expression. It's nice.
What are you doing this weekend?
Well, I wanted to go for a hike, but I can see that it's going to rain this weekend, so that's off the menu. And there aren't really any good films out at the moment, so that's off the menu as well. Maybe I'll meet up with a friend.
Ah, yes, meeting a friend should always be on the menu. Let's look at that again.
It's quite literal.
Let's have a look at our next headline.
This one's from the Investors Observer. South Korea bans the dog meat industry with historic vote at National Assembly as animal campaigners overjoyed.
This headline talks about the reactions of animal rights campaigners who have described the dog meat industry as cruel. The word we're looking at is overjoyed. Now, Georgie, if we look inside this word, we can find two parts that help us understand the sense.
Yes, we have over and joyed. The first part, over, can mean more than, and joy is another word for happiness. So overjoyed means more than happy or very or extremely happy.
What other words can you think of with over at the beginning? Anything? You could say you overpaid for something. I bought a new phone. I could have bought it somewhere cheaper maybe, so I think I overpaid. Yeah. Overdo something. Yeah, it was definitely overdone. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is a good word. Overdone. Yeah, you cook it over. You cook it too much. Overwhelmed is like really strong emotion. I was overwhelmed by the response of the people, to be overwhelmed, a very strong emotion as well. Yeah, overdone, overgrown for a garden. Yeah, right. I need to go and cut the grass. It's overgrown. Overdue, like the bill. He's killing it here. Yeah, time to pay the bill. It's overdue. So usually it's kind of like, it's not too much. It's a lot. Yeah, I think you overpaid for that. I think you paid too much money for that. So it's quite a straightforward one, yeah. But they're quite good, yeah. So it's if something's off the menu, it's not an option. It's definitely off the menu. History in the making, something that's been like basically done for the first time. And then you're seeing like over as the prefix there, to be overdone, overcooked. I overslept. Yeah, sorry I'm late. I overslept. We even use it like that, yeah. All right.
Animal campaigners in this story are very happy about the new law.
Yeah, and we have lots of examples in English of words that start with over, like overjoyed. Can you give us some more examples?
Yes, you've got overconfident, which means
No, you wouldn't
very
really say
confident,
overwalk.
almost too
Sorry.
confident. This one sounds
Like I overwalked today, no. Well, you could say I feel overworked, you know. I'm really feeling overworked at the moment. I've got a lot on my plate, and I'm up to my neck in work, and I'm stressed, and I feel overworked. But I wouldn't say overwalk, no. I overwalked today. I walked too much today. I walked too far today, really. I think that's really it. Like, she finishes there.
negative.
I think that's kind of the idea. Anything interesting? Do the roundup. Overjoyed is a good
We've
one.
had
Very happy.
history in the making,
All
an
right.
event that will be remembered. Very happy.
Watch more.
I think it's a nice website. They do some really good stuff there. They do some really good stuff on the BBC website. There's a little quiz. Let's have a quick look. News review. So you can see here we've got three choices. She was overjoyed, she was over happy, or she was more joyed when her boss gave her the promotion. She was. To overthink something, yeah, definitely you can say overthink. Yeah, she was overjoyed. I was really, really happy when she got the promotion. The company has a small budget at the moment, so hiring someone new is history in the for the last one. Yeah. She was overjoyed. She was really, really happy when she got the promotion. So a budget is the amount of money the company has to spend, okay? So they have a small budget. If I go on holiday, I have a budget, like for how much money I can spend every day. So employing someone, so taking on someone new is history in the making. No, not history in the making. History in the making is like something new, like if Hillary Clinton had won the election in America at that time, that would have been history in the making, a female American president. So no, it's not A. Yeah, it's off the menu because we don't have much money. We only have a very small budget, so we don't really have an option to employ more people. So really, yeah, it's off the menu, definitely. All right, good. And the last one is making a robot with human emotions would be very scary, suicidal, hysterical, overjoyed, or history in the making. Don't cry, you'll be alright. So making a robot with human emotions would be like new, it would be something there. It's going to be history in the making, isn't it? Yeah. Good. Alright, that's it. That was it. Fantastic. You scored 3 out of 3, everybody. So you can see this is the BBC website. It's really good. They have these little exercises, little videos. You can download the vocabulary. There's the audio. And they're really nice. So I'd like to try it. I don't know if YouTube's going to allow me to put it onto a video. Maybe they'll just cut it, so I don't know. I don't know what's next. Alright, so that was... So we've done word of the day, we've done the quiz, we've done Korean dog meat. I don't know, I am very conservative with food. I don't really want to eat anything strange, you know what I mean? And I don't want to eat kangaroo or anything like that. I'm not that adventurous with food really, but like, what can I say? But yeah, I suppose it's a good thing in Korea. But like I said, I think really it was like the grandparents. It was it's a very traditional kind of food for people. It's not like you're not going to McDonald's and having a Labrador burger or anything like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. All right. The next thing is I was going to play a video game. Let me get this going. All right. So what this is about fairy tales. And there's some really good language here, but I have to say there is a lot of profanity in this game. There's a lot of swearing and cursing and bad words. It's a very easy game to play, but the story is quite nice, and there's a lot of language that's really, really good. It's very natural language. But it's probably not good for like young people, you know what I mean, kids and stuff like that. You know, and there is some violence as well, by the way. But it's quite interesting. It's about fairy tales. What was your favorite fairy tale? Anyone? Do you remember the Three Little Pigs? Little Red Riding Hood? Sleeping Beauty? What else was there? There's Red Riding Hood, Three Little Pigs, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Hansel and Gretel. But it's quite interesting. There was these two brothers. Hang on, I need to change this over. So there was these two brothers, right? There was these two brothers called the Grimm brothers, the Brothers Grimm, and they lived in Germany from about 1750 to 1850, more or less. Two brothers, and they studied linguistics. Yeah, they were academics. But what they did was let me write this word. It's like, yeah, Snow White. Yeah, Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, folklore. Yeah, folklore. And folklore is like the traditional stories, you know, that people had. So what they did was they went to like the villages and the towns in Germany, and they kind of it would be an oral tradition, you know. People would tell these stories, but they wrote them down. They wrote all the stories down, and it's quite interesting if you look into it because they're all basically from Germany. All of these Cinderella, Snow White, all of these Hansel and Gretel, you know, all of these stories were from Germany or Europe anyway, you know, and they wrote them all down, but they kind of sanitized the stories, yeah. They kind of, because the stories are quite hard, really, in the original format. But really, I guess like they're there for like a warning, you know. Don't go into the woods on your own. Don't go with strangers. These kind of stories, but they're actually really quite dark, really quite dark. But they kind of, I don't know what the word is, maybe sanitize them a bit, you know, so that they made them for children. So there's this kind of moral story about the fairy tales, you know. So what I have here is a game called Wolf Amongst Us. So, you know, the poor old wolves have a hard time in folklore and fairy tales. They're always the bad ones, aren't they? And I was thinking earlier on of some expressions that we have in English about wolves, lobos, wolves. Yeah. So, for example, yeah, no, it's quite fun. Okay, Nanny. See you later, alligator. We have to wolf something down. To wolf down the food. So to wolf down the food means to eat really quickly. Nom, 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 nom. And we have a wolf in sheep's clothing. Do you know this expression? So to wolf down obviously means to eat food really quickly, right? But be careful of him. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing. What do you think that means? Yeah, right. Deceptive. You can't trust somebody. Be careful of him. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He might kind of appear, I say the person might appear very nice, but you have to be careful because really, like, they might be deceptive. Yeah, so that's a good word. They might be deceptive and have like ulterior motives, you know. So yeah, a wolf in sheep's clothing. They come across as very nice, but in the reality, there's bad intentions. There's another one. To keep the wolf, to keep The wolf from the door is another idiomatic expression, yeah. To keep the wolf to keep the wolf from the door is like, I'm working. I don't make a lot of money, but I make enough money to keep the wolf from the door, which means, I'm able to pay my bills and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I can pay for my electricity and my rent and my water and all that kind of stuff like that to keep the wolf from the door, to keep the wolf away. So poor old wolves, they get a really hard, they have a really hard time in folklore, I think. I have howled with wolves, yeah. I've actually howled with wolves in Madrid, which was kind of a very interesting experience once, But it's a long story, but anyway. So this game is called The Wolf Among Us, and what it is it's a lot of fairy tale characters. So you've got Beauty and the Beast, you've got Snow White, you've got Ichabod Crane, which is an American folklore character, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, no, with the guy with no head. And you've got Mr. Toad, and there's loads of them. Yeah, there's loads of them. But they're all living in New York City in 1986. They're all living in New York in 1986, and they use this kind of magic called glamour to make them look like humans. And they live in a little community, all these fairy tale characters in the Bronx in New York. And I would suggest that if this was like a kind of an exam thing, the genre is film noir, that kind of detective story from the 50s, like the hard drinking detective. And it's like that, yeah. So the big bad wolf is the detective. It's a murder story. It's a murder story amongst characters, and it's in a kind of animation style, like a comic. I really like it. I really like the game. I finished it once, but it's choices. So the choices that you make, as you can see on the screen, you make the choices, and that affects the interactions with the people, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think you can do it quite nice. But there's lots of language. But first of all, I have to warn. There's a lot of bad language in this. They do curse a lot. There's a lot of profanity, and there is some violence as well. But it's cartoon violence, I think, really. So shall we get started? I think I'm going to play the prologue. Okay, just the opening section today, because what I like to do is like do a kind of a chapter every week, because I'm going to do this every Sunday evening from 5 o'clock. And today's the first one, so I don't want to overdo it, and stay on here for 5 hours. I think it's just to try and get the first one done and make sure there's not too many mistakes. And then, when I get more confident and comfortable, I'll do some more stuff. But let's have a go anyway, yeah, because I quite like this game. Okay, so here's pause. Okay, it's going to take a while. I can't have the music on. Once upon a time in New York City, there lived a community of fairy tale characters known as Fabletown. The fables who lived there arrived hundreds of years ago after they were exiled from their homelands. Through the use of magic, a magic spell called glamour, they have protected their secret community from the boring, mundane world. Sheriff Bigby Wolf protects them from each other or something, I don't know. So
today again if you missed it, a record for the date. Hottest ever in
I'm going to play the intro, I think, today, and we'll continue next week.
The hotter the air is, the more moisture it can hold. So 103 with 31% humidity is a lot more humid than, say, 73 with 30%.
Can you like the channel as well, please, if you haven't liked it? Please. I'm going to be forcing all my students tomorrow to be like physically liking this. All right, where are we? We're in New York City, 1986. I'm in a taxi. There's no mobile phones back here. And a wolf among us. Be careful, there's a wolf among us, like a wolf in sheep's clothing. I like the graphics. It's kind of like it's like comic, isn't it? You got a taxi, the typical yellow New York taxi. And we got our boy, Bigsby. He's the wolf in human form. Oh, and they're all smoking as well. Smoking and swearing, basically. A tenement building. A tenement building is usually like a big block of flats. I think you kind of associate it as being quite poor area, you know? So here he is.
Mr. Toad?
Shit. Mr. Toad. Do you remember Mr. Toad? Toad Hall. And Toad Hall, I think he was quite posh, but obviously here you can see he's having a bit of a harder time. He's living in a tenement. And as we can see, there's going to be a lot of swearing.
Bigby! Listen, mate, I know I don't look human. It's a problem, I get it. I just stepped out the apartment for just a second to see what kind of damage this drunk shit is doing.
So he's got a bit of an English accent there. He's calling him mate. All right, mate.
Just cut me a break, yeah? I'll get me glamour first thing in the morning. Cross my heart.
So the glamour is kind of a magic spell that the witches use to make them all look human. So Bigsby is a wolf, right? He's a big wolf, but yeah, he's using it to look like a human. So I've got three choices here. So your man said, cut me a break, give me a chance, give me a break. I don't have any money. I'm going to reply, I'm looking at a 3-foot toad. No harm done. Excuses, Toad. For enough excuses. Or just say nothing. Any opinions? Should we go hard or soft? Anyone? All right. I'm looking at a 3-foot toad.
I'm looking at a 3-foot toad in a sweater.
In a
That's
sweater.
a problem. If you can't afford to look human, you're going to the farm. It's as simple as that.
So the farm is some place where they have to go if they're not using the glamour, and if they're in their original kind of form, they have to go to the farm. Yeah, but none of them want to because they all want to live in New York City, you know.
You can't send me up to live with those animals. You know what I mean. Go see a witch. Get a glamour. Bigby, they're bleeding me dry, mate. The quality of the spell goes down, but the rates keep climbing up. Do you have any idea how much it costs to have an entire family in glamour?
Right, so it's expensive. The spells are expensive to keep his family looking human. Now I've got I've got 4 choices. I don't make the rules. Get it fixed. Not my problem. Or I say nothing. Do races go hard? Not my problem.
It's not my problem. You're the one risking your entire family getting shipped off.
To the
It's
farm.
completely irresponsible, Toad. Bigby, please. That's a low blow, mate. All this will be taken care of as...
That's a low blow. That's a very harsh thing to say. That's a very low blow. Below the belt, we say. If something is kind of bad, like from boxing. You know, in boxing, you're not allowed to hit below the belt. So a low blow is from that. It's this idiomatic expression in sport.
As soon as the witches are available to cast the spell. Whatever it costs, it's worth it. You don't want me catching you out of glamour again. Fucking hell! See? This is what I told you about, Sheriff. You're just gonna stand there, do something, Bigby, before he completely tears up the place.
He's destroying the place. He's tearing up the place, yeah? We're going to have to find out. So what have I walked into? What do you want me to do? Or do I head upstairs? To head somewhere is very typical for a go. Do I go upstairs? Do I head up? Where am I going? I'm heading to the supermarket. I'm gonna head upstairs. Oh, too late.
I wish for that, Bigby. You're a real gentleman.
No problem, mate.
This is the last straw, Bigby. He has to go.
Why is he so
What
pissed?
set him off? Who knows why it was this time? Man's got a hair trigger. I avoid him as much as possible.
Hair trigger meaning he gets angry really quickly.
When did he start drinking? Not sure he ever stopped.
Fuck you!
I didn't know anyone else was up there. Furry prick job shite. Tell me how to spend my money.
Dad, the lights are shaking again.
What did I say? You want a big bad wolf to take you away?
The
No.
big bad wolf.
Then get the fuck back inside!
Okay. The language could be improved. Alright, here we go. What's going to happen, do you reckon? No.
know who I fucking am, you hear me?
It's 1986, so we don't have mobile phones. There's an argument going on inside, raised voices, people shouting at each other, drama. There's a phone off the hook. Let's put it back on the hook.
Take a look. Take a good look. You know who I am now?
Alright.
Hey, look at me.
Now, we've got two choices. I can knock on the door, or I can kick the door in. What do you reckon? Kick in the door, or knock politely? That's right. No.
Damn you. No.
Oh!
Hey!
Hey, whoa.
Face.
Fuck are you talking about, you stupid?
Ooh. He's angry.
Kill you.
Everyone calm down.
Alright, everyone.
Ooh. That must have
What are
hurt.
you gonna fucking do, huh? Get the fuck out of the way before you get the axe again.
You're drunk.
You're drunk, alright? Think this through. If you keep on like this, I won't have any choice but to put you down.
Put me down. You got a shit fucking memory, Wolf.
This is the woodsman. The woodsman is the guy who, the big bad wolf with Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, it's the woodsman that kills the wolf. I think, you know, and also I think he's involved. Is it the Three Little Pigs as well? So he's like always been like a good character in the stories. But here he's just like kind of like an alcoholic and stuff, and really violent, you know.
That's not how it went last time.
This isn't last time.
Oh.
You gotta calm down.
Ah.
Had enough?
Yeah. Ooh.
At least make this a fucking challenge.
Okay, here we go. Ow. Ah. Throw him in the cupboard. Nice. Ooh. In the... Ow. Crack. I don't know what to do. Oh, over here. Ooh. He's got a shiv. He's got a knife. Ah! 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 Ooh.
Fucking glutton for punishment.
A glutton. A glutton for punishment. Oh, I'm gonna batter him. Come on. Take it. Ah! Ooh. This is quite violent, really, isn't it? He's got the axe now. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, Q button. A button. And the coup de grace. That's it. Game over. Knockout.
You should probably get out of here.
Look, I'm not leaving until I get what's
You're
mine.
not getting shit, bitch.
Blah, 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 blah.
Put you on the ground.
Shut up. Blah, 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 blah.
Shit. You both like John.
Blah, 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 blah,
Still
blah.
you talk.
Fuck you.
Well, I think we can all work out what that means.
What the hell is going on? What happened?
A little misunderstanding that turned into a real shit show. Don't worry, you saw the best bits.
There's more where that came from, girlie.
Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Look,
Stop.
this is just the start of a shitty night for me. I just need the money he owes me, then I can go.
What are you doing here?
These lips are sealed.
What's your
What's your
name?
name?
Whatever you'd like it to be, handsome.
Don't make this more difficult than it has to be.
All
Sorry,
right.
Sheriff. Wouldn't want to add any difficulty to your night.
Why was he hitting you?
He
Her
asked
lips
me if I
are sealed.
recognized him, knew who he was. I said I didn't. He started beating on me. Then you showed up, started beating on him. That about cover it, hun?
I'm the woodsman, you whore. I saved Little Red...
I need to pause this for a minute. I will be right back, okay?
Dog meat banned in new South Korean law. This is News Review from BBC Learning English, where we help you understand news headlines in English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Georgie. Make sure you watch to the end to learn the vocabulary you need to talk about this story.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can learn more English from news headlines. Now, the story.
South Korea has passed a law banning the killing and sale of dogs for their meat. Dog meat isn't as popular as it used to be in the country. Research shows that only 1 in 5 people are in favour of eating it. The new law comes into effect in 2027,
What?
which gives farmers and restaurant owners 3 years to adjust to the change.
Hang on.
You've been looking at the headlines, Georgie.
What is going on there? Okay, here we are. You right? All right, sorry about that. I had a bit of an emergency.
I didn't hide from this monster. I cut this fucker open and filled his belly full of stones and threw him in the fucking river. That's who the fuck I am, you
Throw him
stupid
out.
bitch!
Hey, what did I say? I said be nice, or you wait outside.
Come on!
I think this is the end, okay? Yeah, I think this is the end of the epilogue, or the prologue. He has the what to drink.
Hey, Toad.
My car.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Give me
by
a
all
second.
means, take your time.
Get off the street, Toad.
Toad, you need to get off the street. You don't have your glamour.
Apologies for smashing your car, Toad. I'm gutted for you, mate. It's a real shame. But that's not you, is it? Got to play the old man role.
Some things are more important than your car.
Does the sound okay?
At least you're not fucking dead.
Alright, here we go. Oh, he's back. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. He's got me. He's got me. Ah!
Fucking in there. Come on out, you fucking dog.
I know you're in there.
Out of your misery.
He wants the wolf to come out, doesn't he? The real Bixby.
You fucking mongrel. You ignorant.
Oh! ouch, ouch, ouch. Definitely. Well, that has got to hurt, definitely, yeah. An axe in the head, man. I think a thank you is due.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You're welcome.
I'm just getting what he owes me.
Uh,
You all right back there? I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to
right,
do
he was
that,
turning
right?
into a wolf there, you see. He's not supposed to do that.
Great.
Not much money.
The guy's got an axe in his brain. He's not feeling that.
It's more from me. He'll be fine.
Oh,
He's back.
you fucking
Let me help you.
Let her stop her. I'm gonna stop
He's
her.
having a bad day.
He might
Only
be
two
the
of us.
woodsman, but he used to be a good guy, you know, and
I guess it's a good thing fables are
he
hard to
deserves a
tell.
break.
Suppose it is.
Alright. This is not real, they're just fairy tales. This is not real violence. Not real cigarettes. It is 1986 though. She needs a light. In Spain, always people say fire, yeah? Do you have fire? But really in English, make a joke, give her the matchbook. In English, it's to have a light.
Thanks.
Do you have a light? Alright, cool. An awkward silence.
Really?
Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
These lips are sealed. Sorry.
The lips are sealed.
Hey, you like my ribbon?
It's... I'm trying to help you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful ribbon.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, so...
Like we've met before.
That feeling of deja vu, maybe.
We all sort of knew each other at one point or another. But things change, I guess.
I guess.
They're old fables. Alright, I think this is kind of the end of the prologue. Totally.
Stop. We don't have to make any more of a thing out of it than it already is.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
He's had enough. For tonight, at least. Wouldn't be surprised if he has an axe to grind, though.
To have an axe to grind with someone, yeah? To grind your axe is to have a problem with someone, yeah? I have an axe to grind with you. Another, my mother used to always say, a bone to pick. My mother would say, Brian, I have a bone to pick with you. And I knew I'd be in trouble because something had happened. Anyway, so, an axe to grind, yes, you've got a problem with somebody.
That wasn't intentional. Sorry.
Alright. There's a bit of chemistry going on here, isn't there?
100.
100?
It'd be bad for you to show up empty-handed.
Lost cat. Pixel. Oh.
I'll be fine.
Give us some money. You wish I could help? Give us some money. Be
Let's
nice.
see, I've got 20. 58. That's all I got.
58 bucks, as Americans would say.
Take it.
58
It's okay.
quid if you were
I'll be
in
fine.
London.
You've done enough, really.
Just take the money, okay?
You got me out of a bad situation back there. Thanks.
I'm still gonna need a statement.
I have to go drop off what I have.
Meet me back at my office then.
It's a little late for an office visit, Sheriff.
Mm,
I'll swing by your apartment.
I'll swing by.
You live
I'll
in the
come
smallest
around.
apartment
I'll
in the
swing
world.
by.
Everyone knows that.
Good to know.
You should get cleaned up. You look like shit. And I don't use that term lightly. Some of these look pretty bad.
Tell me what you really think.
Wow. Tell me what you really think.
Which is an expression when we're being like sarcastic, yeah?
Hey. I need to tell you something.
What is it?
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
He's the big bad wolf. Of course he's bad. He's crazy.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Okay. I think this is the prologue, yeah? There she goes. Walking down the street. And there's Wolf. Or Bigsby. Big B or Bigsby, I don't know. Chain smoking. Alright. Okay. Alright, good. I think I'm going to finish it there. I think I'm going to stop it there. Because it's about an hour and a half. It's about an hour and a half, and I think that's enough for today, yeah, everybody? Thank you. Is anybody still here? Alright. I'm tired now. Alright, I'm going to continue that next week. So every Sunday, 5 o'clock in Spain, CET. I will continue with some more vocabulary. I want to do some more themes and more kind of themes that are based for the exams, like technology and festivals and family and holidays and travel and all that kind of fun stuff. So kind of do some vocabulary based around that. I don't know, play some video games, have a little bit of fun, and just do it all kind of, for building vocabulary. And I do believe that and that is that. So I'm going to finish. Thanks a lot for coming, and see you next time. Okay, so that's it, I think. Yeah, I think I'm being really nervous here, but this is the first one. I was expecting to be really nervous and to be really stressed. And I have to what? I have to? You have to wait. Yeah, you have to wait. I'm going to be doing it like an episode kind of every week, Although next week is like Halloween on Wednesday, isn't it? So I want to do well, it's Halloween, isn't it? So I want to do some love and hate. Oh, I suppose it works with this as well. I don't know. But you see, at the beginning, I've been doing it for an hour and a half now, and I'm just a bit nervous about everything, and I want to just see how it works and not have any technical issues or whatever. But yeah, definitely going to continue it. And I've got some really good games. I've got 3 of the zombie games. It's the same people who make this game, and they're really good. They're very easy games to play, but the stories are really, really good. I have to say they're really, really, really good. I really enjoy them. And they're all kind of dilemma games. So what I would like to do is try to work out how to use a poll, so that people can vote, do we kill him or do we let him go? That kind of idea, I think, would be quite fun, on a democratic kind of way. So listen, I'm going to close it now. So thank you very much. Every Sunday I'll be doing this, and it will get better. It will get better, I'm sure. When I get more kind of comfortable with it, I'll get more confident. And that's going to be that. So have a good evening. Have a nice weekend, what's left of it. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I've got to press all the buttons to say goodbye here. Yeah, okay. Here you go. Bye-bye.